First journal and review present Gabriel Byrne, who plays Samuel Beckett, the James Marsh new movie, Dance First. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Let's talk about Samuel Beckett. I would like to ask you, what was your first contact or memory about Beckett? Theater, movie, book, what do you remember?
Well, I grew up in Dublin where Beckett was born, and he lived the first 19 years of his life there. So he was kind of a mythical local character. There were people who knew Beckett. In fact, I knew a woman whose mother used to clean their house. And I said, "Wow, what was Beckett like?" And she said, he had a very untidy room. I said, "Oh, okay, that's good to know." But I saw his theatre, and quite honestly, I didn't really like it. I thought, it doesn't have much emotion in it. But I was in my 20s then, and I was looking for a different kind of theatre experience, I think. But now, as I get older, I think I know exactly what he's talking about. And he speaks directly to me now in a way that he didn't before. And if I was to say, what would my philosophy of life be now, it wouldn't be so different to Beckett's. I do believe that, we have to face the reality of what it means to be alive, and whether it's religion or entertainment or whatever, nothing will protect us from the unpredictability and the inevitability of the journey that we face.
It was really emotional when I saw yesterday the movie, Dance First. And Samuel Beckett as a human being, his feelings, solitude. It was my impression. Of course, it's very difficult to telling this story in 1 hour and 40 minutes, of course. But what is for you how you create this character in this case? Because we have a lot of information. We have this character, very famous internationally, as a big responsibility also for an actor. And what did you use, or how was, or what was main challenge for you?
Well, I suppose people like Beckett and Joyce, they are iconic figures of literature, and we tend to think of them in that way. We don't tend to think of them as human beings who had this incredible talent. But once you start to think that Beckett and Joyce and anybody else that we think in that iconic way, that they were human beings and they had real feelings. In fact, Beckett could only write the way he did because he was a deeply emotional, empathetic man who suffered throughout his life from guilt and fear and shame, especially. He was heroic, but he was cruel. He was kind. He cheated on his wife, but he was a deeply loving man at the same time. So he embodied all the contradictions of what it means to be human. So I think in a way, to remove from that, are we still okay there? To remove from that iconic, distanced relationship that we have, and to make him a human being with real emotion. That was the challenge to do it, to work at that. So it wasn't about being impersonating Beckett. Oh, now I look completely like Beckett. That's always dangerous because the audience is saying, oh, he doesn't look like him there, or he looks completely different in that scene, and he doesn't sound like all that kind of thing.
But weird glasses and
wire glasses and very severe.
Euros are also 30 pounds maybe.
Yeah.
It was like a physical transformation also.
No. And I think that would have been in a documentary fine because you're dealing with footage, but we're dealing with Yes, feature drama and emotion. Mhm.
As James Marsh said, Gabriel first choice. It was the first choice I made. So Beckett.
Yeah, I mean, I was very honoured that. Well, of course, he's such a huge, not just world icon, but he's Irish, and I was very conscious of the fact. Oh my God, I'm going to be like interpreting this guy for people who don't know anything about Beckett, but more importantly, for people who do know Beckett. They're going to be saying, so yeah, I was nervous for quite a while until I realized this is about the inner life of a man and not an impersonation of an icon.
Dance first, think later.
Dance first, think later.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. That was lovely. Thank you.